In today's society, the ideal image of the perfect body sets high standards for teens, affecting them mentally and giving them the idea that they need to change how they look and only giving them negative thoughts. Because society creates the perfect image, teens feel the pressure to change how they look because of TV screens, magazines, and social media platforms. Body image is important to understand because teens constantly confuse and misinterpret the idea of the perfect body. Teens don't feel happy about themselves and feel a need to change in order to fit society's expectations. For example, teens see body fat as a negative thing, when in reality it's the opposite. But the only reason teens see it as a negative thing is because of the fear that they have of everyone's judgment, which only makes them lose confidence in themselves and makes them farther from the realization that there will never be such thing of a perfect body. Young people like teens don't realize what they see, whether it's on technology screens or on paper. They don't get to see all the editing that is done before it is put on display. Teens see all these beautiful and fit people, whether it's on magazines, books, billboards, and social media, and just want to be just like them. But what they don't know is that all these pictures that they see are edited and photoshopped. Their minds play games with them, making them see things that are perfect, when reality they're making their imperfections bigger than what they should be. Social industries can make money off teens' insecurities because they desire to be part of society's expectations. Teens would do anything in order to feel accepted, but what teens don't realize is that social media apps are getting money because of their insecurities. I will be showing a video from a Dove model, the before and after her photo shoot, and how she is edited before she is put public on a billboard.
Cameras rolling, and the recording sound.
This Dove model has a photo shoot, and before she is put on a billboard, she is edited, with unrealistic features. Her eyebrows are lifted, her face is sculpted, making her look slimmer, her neck is made a little longer, and her eyes are made bigger. But teens don't get to see all the work that is done before it is put public. Instead, they just see a perfectly slim model that's real and that they think is perfect. Today's society gives girls the interpretation that in order to feel beautiful and feel confident, that they need to be skinny and change who they are. We are raising a generation of girls completely wrong by telling them how they should look like and giving them the idea that they need to look a certain way. And this only causes girls to feel like they aren't beautiful. Girls can start to develop body image issues as young as 3 years old. Toys can affect how teens see themselves. The dimensions of a Barbie doll would be 42D, an 18-inch waist, a 30-inch hip, but these dimensions are unrealistic in today's generation. The Barbie doll gives girls the wrong idea on what a beautiful person is. This only causes girls to feel insecure about themselves. Barbie is a plastic doll that encourages the idea of getting plastic surgery to fix imperfections. One example of someone who pushed her insecurities to the extreme is Cindy Jackson. Cindy Jackson got an enormous amount of surgeries to look like the typical Barbie doll. Society gives us the idea that in order to be gorgeous, you have to have a perfect body and have the perfect hair and perfect skin. One example of plastic surgery is something that seems like an easy solution, but it's not. Plastic surgery is a common thing that people today get, but plastic surgery can give you heart problems, skin problems, infections, and so much more. One example of how plastic surgery has gone wrong is with Stephanie Kuleva. Stephanie Kuleba was a normal 18-year-old girl in high school in Florida. In March 2008, she decided to get plastic surgery on her breasts. But during her procedure, there started to be complications where doctors believed that she had a fatal reaction to the anesthesia, where she sooner or later died in it. Plastic surgery is something experts don't recommend because there's a greater chance of something going wrong. Another problem that girls face by wanting to change who they are is by eating disorders. Eating disorders are illnesses in which people experience severe disturbances in their eating behaviors and related thoughts. Some common eating disorders are binge eating, body dysmorphic disorder, anorexia, and bulimia. Most think that eating disorders aren't that serious, but the truth is they are far more serious because there could be serious consequences in the future. Victims of eating disorders feel like they don't have any control on themselves whatsoever and feel weak. Eating disorders cause physical and mental problems, including wanting to commit suicide and having serious life-threatening diseases. Binge eating is one of the most common that girls face. BED is when a person eats a large amount of food in a short amount of time, feeling that they can't control how much they are eating or what they are eating. Victims of BED typically feel ashamed of their actions and try to hide it from everyone, including friends and family. BED makes victims feel disgusted in themselves and makes them feel powerless because they have no control. Anorexia nervosa is a disease where people obsess about their weight and wanting to be perfect. Victims tend to either overexercise, regurgitate food directly, or simply not eat in general. Anorexia is a very dangerous disease because teens aren't giving their bodies the nutrients that are necessary, which can lead to even more serious consequences in future years. Some symptoms of anorexia are to dress in layers to hide body fat, not eating, and drinking an excessive amount of water that your body accurately needs. Bulimia and anorexia are both very similar. The only difference is that anorexia involves the obsession in one's weight, overexercising, and not eating. Bulimia is more specific than anorexia because it just focuses on vomiting food. Although many believe that girls are the only ones with insecurities, the truth is boys have the same amount as girls do. Boys feel the need to change in order to fit society's expectations of having the perfect body, of being strong, tall, and muscular. Just like girls, boys start to develop body image issues at a young age because of toys. Instead of wanting to be like Barbie, boys want to be big and buff as action figures. Dolls don't give positive messages, but instead fill them in with negative thoughts. This gives boys the idea that they need to be the hero and to protect, giving them the idea that in order to be a true man, they have to be strong and muscular. Just like how Cindy Jackson got an enormous amount of surgeries to look like Barbie, there are also guys that get lots of surgeries to look like the Ken doll, and one of them goes by the name Rodrigo Alves. Rodrigo Alves is known for getting 70 surgeries to look like the human Ken doll.
And Rodrigo joins us now. And there he is. This is the latest look.
Hello, good morning.
How very lovely to see you. So, you said there a couple of times, maybe this is enough, maybe this is enough. Quite obviously it wasn't. You've been and had some more. And what have you had done this time?
Well, this time I had a facelift, temple lift, cheek lift, lip lift, the replacement of my chin silicone implant. I had a cantopexy, that's a type of eye lift. And now I can breathe.
Yeah, because last time you
So
came
I had my
here,
nose done
you'd had
for the 11th time.
for the 11th time, because one of the procedures it left you was sort of like a bacterial infection.
Yes.
And so you couldn't breathe properly. And I know you
Yeah.
were really, really struggling. And you were actually struggling to find a surgeon that would be able to help you.
Exactly, yes. So it's been 4 years that I was living like with my nose blocked, felt like being a constant cold, not being able to taste food properly or taste wine properly as well. My nose was just a dead organ. And I can finally breathe. I was caught with bacterial infection that destroyed with my nose. And then I had to wait all this time to have my nose done and revised. I flew all the way to Iran to have it done.
Just like a TV show called Riverdale. She has been body shamed all over the media, saying that she is not thin and that she has put a lot of weight upon herself. Reinhardt reacts to these mean social media tweets, only giving the facts and truths. She replied to the tweet saying, "Thank you so much for being concerned about my weight. I'll respond after I finish my double cheeseburger." And in an Instagram story, she posted, "This is not okay. This is why people develop eating disorders, and this is why social media has become hazardous to our health. This is why people have unrealistic expectations for their bodies." One way that teens use in order to fix themselves electronically is by using a common app called Facetune. Facetune is an app where you can adjust features on your skin, whether it's eyes, cheeks, forehead, body, adding filters, and can adjust lighting. But what teens don't realize is that it's just another way to compare themselves with everyone else and only creating a fake self. While teens edit themselves on Facetune, their self-esteem lowers because they see what they wish to be and see what they are in reality. As they start to create a fake version of themselves on social media, it creates the same fake person in their minds, which only makes them believe that in reality they are worse and uglier and just not perfect. Facetune starts to become a problem when you start to believe that you are less in reality and more online. It's a problem because it shows how powerful your mind can be into believing something so fake. Something as small as editing our pictures can turn into something much bigger in our minds, affecting how we think about ourselves. Teens and kids constantly look up to adults, but adults don't realize that some comments can hurt teenagers and kids. Parents and adults need to watch how they talk about themselves because it only affects how teens think about themselves. Parents and adults are role models that need to be role models for kids. I interviewed Katie Taylor, who has a PhD degree and works with kids who struggle with eating disorders.
And then, since we're on lines of getting help, how can parents and friends help teens and adolescents with body image issues?
So there are a couple things. One thing for both friends and adults, what I would recommend, and this is maybe even a pre-eating disorder, but just around body image, is just watching how you talk and watching what you say. Mm-hmm. So we call it, in the prevention programs, we call it fat talk. Right? So these subtle ways that we don't even think about it a lot of the times, these subtle ways that we continue this idea that is better, right? So if you see someone and they've lost a few pounds, you say, "Oh my God, you look so good. Did you lose weight?" Mm. Right? And it's this idea, right? It's nice, it's a compliment maybe, but you're also sending the message, "Oh, you look great now because you lost the weight, but you didn't before." Yeah. Also, with friends and judging, saying, "Oh, why is he dating her? Mm. She's fat," right? Or saying these things that, implicit judgment around that. Yeah. Also judging what people wear. Right? I can't believe she's wearing that, or I can't believe they put that on. So these are subtle things that, you'll hear friends saying and that'll be in passing, and they seem kind of innocuous, but they really add to this culture of where we're judging people about the way that they look.
Definitely.
So that's a big way, so just to modify your language around it. Mm-hmm.
The last solution from teens to learn how to love themselves is from themselves. If teens learn how to love themselves, then it only makes that love stronger. Self-love and respect for yourself is more important than anything you can give to others. The 10 big steps will help you realize and find things that you never knew about yourself. It gets teens to start thinking about everything they are and notice that there's more to them than just how they appear. It gives teens the idea and thought that gives them a deeper thought that they are more than how they appear to others, and that there is things that they have that they never noticed.
That there's a way to feel better and feel good about yourself without engaging in an eating disorder. There's a way to feel beautiful, a way to feel sexy, a way to feel loved. That doesn't include, really developing a clinical disorder which can destroy your life. And it's one, it's a slippery slope where it can turn into dieting and just light things to control your body image and feel good, and it can get bad really fast. So my advice would be that there are ways out there to feel good.
In today's society, the ideal image of the perfect body sets high standards for teens nowadays and gives them the idea that they need to change. The perfect body does not mean having the thinnest waist or having the biggest muscles. The perfect body means having a healthy body for your correct size and weight as a teen. Teens are fooled by the internet and by everyone saying that there is such thing of a perfect body, but in reality, it's all a lie. In my 2-year plan, I plan to attend Saracosa for my general ed and then study and become a cosmetologist and an esthetician. And that's my works cited. That's it.
So, does anyone have a question?
Oh no.
I have a question.
No one?
I
Alright.
have a
I'm just kidding.
question.
Chewy.
So what inspired you to do this research? Like, what's up?
Cause me personally, like all of you, I'm insecure. I know people that are insecure. I've had people be like, oh, I don't want to wear this, like it makes me look fat. Oh, does this make me look fat? And I just think it's just important to get the idea out there that like it's okay. You don't have to diet yourself. You don't have to like not eat. You don't have to do so many things, over exercise or lift a lot of weights to be like, it's okay if you're not perfect. And I learned doing this helped me a lot and just be more confident in myself and know that, you know, like my imperfections make me who I am. And like I just like this personally helped me accept who I am, and it like hope it helps you guys accept who you are, and you don't have to change in order and be fooled by the media and think that you're not perfect when in reality you guys are fine. Yeah.
I'm only 5? That's it?
You're great, Chris.
5 is pretty good.
I'm just kidding. Pretty fine.
Can I ask my question?
Yeah.
What was you said you wanted to be something and something else. What was the second one?
Esthetician.
Yeah, what is that?
That like works with like skin and like makeup and hair. Cosmetologist like cut hair, like dye hair, like all that kind of stuff. And just good. Yeah. Don't worry. And yeah.
Right. Good job. Okay. So,
Get the sweat off.
before we go to the next period, if you would like to get a brownie and you're a senior, you may get one. If you're not a senior, you can find a partner and you can split the brownie with somebody.